Since last time, I've actually made my way all the way back to the Tiny Bronco, and I've rearranged my equipment and everything like that. The one thing I am going to change now is I'm going to give Eris the white cape, and I'm going to give Cloud, actually no, I'm going to give the white cape to Sid. The next area we're going into, there will be some frog enemies that can, turn you into frogs. And I'm gonna want Sid to be getting most of the kills because I'm working on his limit breaks. So if the other characters get turned into frogs, fine. But mostly I want Sid to be able to take them out. Sorry for the noise in the background, my roommates are making lots of noise, as usual when I try to record. Nothing I can do about it. Okay, we need to go this direction. Now, at this point in the game, you could go and fight another battle at Fort Condor. I think that the reward for doing so is 5 X potions. I'm not going to do it because I'm really tired of it. I was going to go ahead and try and do every single one of them in this, run through the game or anything like that, but I'm not really showing the battles off anyway. The strategies for them don't change that much, and I just don't find them fun, so I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to go straight to the Temple of the Ancients, which is right over here. Alright, let's head in there. But first, maybe you didn't notice it, but there was a cloaked guy that came out of the entrance there and fell over. Black materia. Alright, let's place the keystone on the altar here. Alright, so if you've played this game before, you know how confusing this little area can be. I remember the very first time I played this, I was just like, what the freak, where am I supposed to go? It's really hard to see like what connected to what. It's not that tough now that I've played it a bunch of times. It's actually pretty easy. All you gotta do is follow the guy in the purple robe there. But there's some really, really good treasure we can pick up here, so we're gonna make sure we get all of it. But yeah, see how he's climbing down the those vines there? That's what we're gonna want to do. Follow him this direction, down the vines. And then this direction, pick up this chest. A trident. Actually, that's a weapon for Sid. I'm gonna show this off though. It's not as good as what we have right now, but there are a lot of weapons that you can pick up here for different characters, but they're gonna have problems like this where none of the slots are connected, or maybe they have 0 materia growth. There are actually some weapons in the game that give you no materia growth. So I don't like the weapons for the most part that you pick up here in the Temple of the Ancients, but you can try them out if you want. Alright, before we climb up there, let's come over here and grab the turbo ether. Then we'll, there we climb up these vines. Grab the mine source. And talk to this guy real quick. Okay, so I got into an argument once with a guy online who was trying to say that the whole idea that the ancients travel from planet to planet in search of the promised land was an entirely made-up thing post the time that this game came out. They only did it to kind of like fix some of the problems in the story for the release of Advent Children. But there are several instances in the game, one other that I can show you, over at Cosmo Canyon, where they allude to the fact that ancients, they go from planet to planet. They've been away from their planet for a long time to protect this temple. I think there's actually a lot more evidence in the script than people give credit for to the fact that the ancients are a migratory species, not just around this planet, not just from like continent to continent or land to land, but from planet to planet. And that's in the PlayStation translation of this game too. That's not just in this Steam version or something like that. I can think of at least 3 instances where they talk about, you know, this planet, the specific word planet. I think that that has been part of the story since the beginning, but what do I know? We'll find out. I'll be doing after I do the review for this game, I'm going to be doing a big story analysis video on it as well. Since the last video, I've actually lowered my battle speed a little bit, but I think I went a little too far with it, so I might have to turn it up a little bit before we get to the boss fights. The purpose of doing that was so that Big Guard would be more effective in battle. The thing about having the battle speed all the way up is that if I put it somewhere more like right there, I think it'll be good. When the battle speed is all the way up, you can often, the ATBs are filling up so quickly that you actually don't have as much time to react as you need. And so you often don't get as many rounds in as you could during one cast of Big Guard. So that's why I slowed down the battle speed a little bit. Before we follow the Ancient there, let's go up here and grab this materia first. That chest that you see right there, we'll be getting that soon too. That actually contains an amazing item. Luck Plus materia, if you care about that. Okay, this part right here can be a little bit tricky. What you need to do is make sure that there's gonna be these rolling stones. You need to get like right there in the little rivets you can see in them so that they don't crush you. If you do get crushed, I believe you're escorted out of the temple. I've never actually failed at this before though, so I'm not sure about that. That one can be kind of tough. Anyways, you get to this point and you're safe. Eris is a little more transparent here than she should be. I don't know why they did that. Sephiroth is like tripping right now, man. He's like all over the place. This morph material that you can pick up right here, I'll explain how it works a little later in the game. Basically, you can turn enemies into items, which can be useful. Don't need to rest quite yet. Okay, the way this room works is you can manually change the hands here. You can change the minute and the hour hands. The second hand you can't control. And you could basically go into any one of these 12 rooms here. If the second hand comes and touches you while you're crossing, it will knock you into the room below. We don't want to do that yet. We'll do it here in a minute. So you press circle to speed it forward and triangle to speed it backwards. So the first room we want to go to is the fourth room. And apparently the people who made this game had no idea how Roman numerals worked when they put 4 as 4 I's instead of the letter I and then the letter V, but whatever. Okay, in this chest we get the Princess Guard. This is a weapon for Eris. Right there. Better than one she's got right now. So let's equip it. Actually, can we give her more material? We can. Let's give her Leviathan and an all material. Why not? Let's just work on all. Okay, the easiest way to do this is to just exit out of the first room again and then come back in and kind of restart. Rather than spinning the hands around like crazy trying to get them to line up where you want them to go. It's faster to just do it like this. So press triangle to move yourself. Let's go ahead and speed it just one more room forward. And this is where we're gonna get, oh man, one of my favorite items in the whole game. It's an accessory. It's gonna make our time in the battle arena a lot less stressful and frustrating. It's the ribbon. Let's go ahead and give that to Sid right now. The ribbon protects against all abnormal status ailments. Wonderful accessory. We'll be getting more of them in the future as well. Okay, once again, we want to run up to the left, come back in again, and start over. Next thing we want to do is to go into room number 7. Get a trumpet shell. Not really important, but mostly because I don't use Kate Sith. Alright, one more room. We just need to go into room number 8, and then that'll be the, well, not the last, but the last one that has treasure in it. Okay. There we go. Get a mega elixir. Very nice. Okay, I'm just going to head back in and out and fix it the way I want it to be real quick. Because the next room we would want to go into is room number 6, which is right there. But before we go in there, we're going to want to make sure we get knocked off first. So let's go stand here and just wait for the second hand to come and knock us off. Here we go. Okay, so we got battle against 2 pretty standard enemies. Okay, nail bat. That is a weapon for Cloud, one that I'm not gonna use. I'll show you why, actually. No, I said cloud, did I not? The nail bat has no materia slots and no materia growth, obviously, because you can't equip anything on it. Yeah, its attack value is really high, which would have come handy in the last area that we were in. But for the remainder of the game, I mean, it's just not going to do much for us. We're actually going to be wanting to equip more materia in the future, so magic will come in very handy. So I'm going to go back into that room with the clock in it, and I'll just meet you guys over there. Okay, we're back. Let's go ahead and head into room number 6. Okay, so the way this room works, see the old man? He locked that door there, and we need to go in there. And all these caves here are kind of interconnected in really random ways. So, like, the exits and entrances, like, they're all connected in, I don't know, unexpected ways. It's hard to explain. But basically, what the game expects you to do here is to learn which caves are connected to each other and to figure out the patterns so that you can catch this old ancient and get the key from him. Luckily, I already know where he's at. So that very top left cave that he entered, it would exit right over in this one. But it doesn't work the other way around, so I won't be able to enter this one and then go to the top left. If I enter this one, it will take me somewhere else. Kind of confusing, but let's not bother with it, huh? Let's just go into the right caves right off the bat. Work glove, that's going to be a weapon for Tifa. The rocket punch we got earlier was a weapon for Barret. Anyways, go into the very last one, bottom right. That will take you back up to the top. And now we should be ready to fight this boss. But that's all the time I have for today, so thanks for watching. Ask any questions you have in the comments, I'll do my best to answer them. Peace!